Look out! It's one of them little mothers. Hello, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by once again, coming at you with a lazy eBay listing video, basically taking images from eBay listings and making showcasing videos with them, coming at you to do yet another VHS showcasing of a Terror Train VHS. This one coming from the UK. As we can see on the cover here, the original theatrical poster artwork. I really like how this is laid out, actually. It looks really cool with the image of the killer up there up top and the revelers there gathered around a fire by the train, which of course doesn't happen in the movie. When they did the artwork, they combined like the bonfire from the opening of the movie with the gathering around the train before boarding the train. But it's a cool image nonetheless. And if you look on the top corner there, you've got looks like in the UK this was distributed by MGM United Artists, and that makes sense because when that second Blu-ray of Terror Train came out, instead of the classic Fox logo at the beginning of the movie, it was United Artists logo from the 70s. So that print that they used for that second Blu-ray must have been a UK print. Stands to reason, because now seeing the UK VHS, it's a MGM/United Artists VHS release. But at any rate, I do like the cover art for this. I think it's really sharp. Got the tagline there, the boys and girls of Sigma Pi, some will live, some will die. Instead of saying Ben Johnson as being the top billing, which he was when the movie came out, we've got starring Jamie Lee Curtis there, and your standard UK ratings there, circle with the 18 in it, must be their version of R. If you look on the bottom corner there, you can see a little logo for a rank organization film. As far as I know, like the Rank organization is a UK based film company thingamabob or something like that. Since this looks to be like a clamshell from the factory, we've only got one spine. The eBay auction lister fellow provided us with a kind of subpar image here with his shadow covering up part of the image. Obviously you can see there's a picture of the killer painting there on the spine, which is kind of covered up by glare and a shadow, but the spine looks relatively cool. Honestly, being a American, I'm not keen on the UK ratings things. It just takes up way too much space, and that thing doesn't need to be so freaking, that 18 doesn't need to be so big and front and center. You don't need the ratings thing on the spine, but whatever, I guess they think they do. Taking a look at the back of the VHS, on the top here you can see a couple images, not that amazing, although that profile of Ben Johnson is kind of interesting, makes him out to be possibly even the killer by the way that photo is presented. We've got all aboard for a terrifying journey through murder, madness, and revenge. New Year's Eve and the kid's first night of love. The brothers had fixed him up with the beautiful Elena, the girl with the gentle, shy smile, and the glistening blonde hair. This was the benefit of being in the fraternity. The Sigma Pi brothers understood his fear and desire, which made it easier to approach the bed where Elena lay waiting, until he touched her. Her flesh was cold. Her head and dismembered limbs fell in a jumble of pieces on top of him, and he screamed. Through his screams they laughed at him, each scream bringing him closer to madness, which would manifest itself years later in a murderous masquerade party aboard the Terror Train. And the Sigma Pi brothers' last ride. It's cool to check out these different VHS releases of Terror Train from all these different countries, because most of the time they each have their own little synopsis on the back, and it's really interesting to see, the different ways they explain, in a short bunch of paragraphs or whatever, explain or summarize the movie. This one completely spoils the opening scene of the movie, which is kind of I'd say it's a bummer, although, even though it spoils the beginning of the movie, I do like the way it is kind of like a Terror Train novelization, the way they do describe the beginning scene with the, jumble of body parts or pieces or whatever the hell they say about it. Panning further down the VHS, we've got once again this freaking huge circle with the red and 18, suitable only for persons of 18 years and over. It says here this film, Matt, I think that's supposed to be may, have a fairly adult theme. It may have some scenes of sex or violence or some bad language. Oh no. Once again, a rank organization film, which is not true, but I guess they'll, since they're distributing it in their country, they'll put that there. Hi-Fi, mono compatible. What's so funny about hi-fi is hi-fi doesn't describe mono or stereo. It's simply high fidelity. So it's, usually if you say mono compatible, first you're saying hi-fi stereo, but in this case it says hi-fi mono compatible, which is funny. Distributed, no, look at this now, distributed by Warner Home Video, UK Limited. That's just funny. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like package design copyright 1993 MGM UA Home Video Incorporated. I'm pretty sure that says 93. Taking a look at the VHS tape itself, not a whole lot to see here. White label, MGM UA Home Video on the top corner. The wretched 18 red circle there on the tape. It's like they got to put it on every single, front of the cover, spine, back, on the label, tape label. It's just insane. Not used to that here in the States. Usually there'd be one rating on the back of the VHS, rated R, and it'll just be once. I think that's, sufficient, but God, this UK, it's like they make sure on every single frickin' thing. Terror Train, I can't really read what else it says there. Catalog information and all important warning copyright information. Guess that'll pretty much do it for this showcasing. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks a lot for watching. And as always, we'll catch you on the next video.